Hello, friends. I wanted to have this big dramatic reveal initially where I was like maybe gonna fake out with like a wig and have my dad come in and be like, why are you wearing a goofy wig? But I thought that that might be too corny, and the whole point of this channel is to be genuine. So here we are, elephant in the room, I'm blonde. If you don't know me, hi friends, my name is Samantha of Coffee Talks with Samantha, as you can see, and sometimes I do other things, and this is one of them. I initially was thinking I could wrap this into some sort of Wednesday wisdom video. So it's a loosely based stream of conscious Wednesday kind of wisdom, but me talking about myself type of thing. When I'm talking about me and my own experiences, kind of like the 5 stages of grief, I feel goofy keeping the wisdom part in the title of the video, and clearly I don't know, it just feels gross to be that like cocky about myself, like yeah, wisdom, me, I'm wisdom embodied. Either way, I feel like this isn't a big deal for a lot of people. Yes, it's dramatic change, but it's not like that deep for them. But for me, this has been a lifelong dream. It kind of coincides with the change in my life going on right now. I don't know if anyone watching my videos would have been able to read this from me, but the past year or so, I feel like I've been in a funk person-wise, just like I don't know how to explain it. Just in a cement funk. Like, put me in a tube of cement and fill that baby up. Like, I just could not budge. Obviously, I'm still happy with like my relationship. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to making money. I'm happy that I have supportive friends. But it was kind of like I did a turtle shell thing for so long where I just like, I'm not trying to make excuses, but I just physically have not had the mental energy to participate in a lot of my life, and that includes like both friends and like my own things. Like, I have so many books that I want to read that I haven't been able to because I just can't find the energy. And part of that I feel like is internal, but a lot of that is the fact that I work 2 jobs and I try to do this YouTube thing, and like when I miss uploads I have like crippling guilt, and even though I know my type of audience would be understanding of why like mental health is exponentially more important, but like the whole point is that I'm trying to help other people and like la la la. Moral of the story is I've been trying to be more active in my own life, and one of those things is getting the creativity back that I feel like I've lost, and I felt like the best way to do that is by some drastic change. And this has been a dream of mine for as long as I can remember. The 2 hair colors I wanted the most were like pitch black, which I've done before. For like 2 years no one told me that you were supposed to fill in your eyebrows, so I just had these like light brown like sparse eyebrows with pitch black hair, and no one told me I looked goofy. The other one was a blonde, and like I do want to be a little bit lighter than this, but it's still crazy that we got it this late in one session, so I'm not complaining. I think it's beautiful. The one that actually did it was my friend Heather, who's been on the show before, and I realized a few days before that I've always really loved doing blonde hair. Like, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I used to do a lot of hair and makeup along with performing in the theater program of my high school, and that kind of transitioned into college, where a lot of people on my floor in my dorm, or just in general, because I think I had other people come to my dorm, ask me to do their hair and makeup for like a date, or like if they have an interview, or just because. And I always found that I was the most excited to work on blonde hair. Like, I was the most creatively inspired. Like, you can see like the depths of everything that I'd be doing, like all the fine details, if I want to add in like little braids throughout little things or like whatever. And I realized that I'm in a creative funk. I mean it's a bigger funk than that, but just in general, like, how funny is it that I'm going blonde, which I find the most creatively inspiring? Hopefully that's a sign that things are looking up. And I feel like the reason why it took me this long wasn't only just money, but it's like the fear of such a big change, and I want to make a bigger video about that in the future, because there is other changes happening in my life, but not for like months down the road. But I want to incorporate them into that whole concept, have a bigger conversation. Hello! Glad you could join us. That was one of my biggest fears, is that my cats wouldn't recognize me and wouldn't love me because I'm blonde now. But as you can see, that's not a problem. Hello. I feel like a lot of the times if someone has such a drastic change in their appearance, it's like starting anew, or if like you got broken up with, or like this, that, the other thing, like you just need a fresh start. I feel like when it's something as big as like if you were brunette all your life and you go blonde, it's scary because it's almost like a complete identity change when you look in the mirror. Like now, I think it's just the tone of the blonde right now, but some of my clothes I feel like look funny with the hair, and it's not even that the hair looks funny, it's just like I'm like re-navigating my styles and how certain things lay with the blonde and like different makeup looks. Like it just, holding up like lipsticks, I'm just like, no, like something that I feel like worked perfectly for the brunette doesn't work as well now, and it's just relearning my image, which kind of is like kickstarting me to relearn who I am. And again, I feel like for so many people it isn't that deep. What I'm trying to get at here is I'm challenging you to go for something that you've been afraid of, because like even though if I'm like holding up lipsticks and I'm just like, oh, this doesn't flow as well as it used to, whatever, I still love that I did this. I still love the quality of the work. I mean, right now when I'm filming this, it's still like blown out from when she initially did it, so like I haven't seen what it looks like with my natural curls yet, but she did cut a lot of like choppy layers in there to bring back the curl in it, and like I feel like that'll be super fun to like have just like these like wild blonde little curls. It's just the courage that came along with it was a lot for me, especially in this time of my life, and I'm grateful that I was able to make this step and follow through with it, because now I feel like today I've like completely rehauled my room. Like I cleaned everything. I'm looking around at my like floor, which I haven't been able to see in a minute, and it's just, I feel like revitalized because I know that I'm capable of more than I've thought that I was in the past month, 2 months, last year, and it's making me want to participate in my life again. Like it's like I've still been living, don't get me wrong. Like I went to New York like a couple weekends ago with my girlfriend. I went to hang out with one of my best friends yesterday. Like I made myself breakfast this morning, which I haven't done in so long. Like usually if I'm making breakfast, it's for me and someone else because I don't have the motivation to feed myself, but I made myself a legitimate breakfast this morning. And I'm really not trying to be redundant, but the whole point that I'm trying to get across here, and why I'm like loosely basing this as a Wednesday wisdom, is if something scares you but you want to achieve it, this is your sign to go for it. Because I feel like right now I look like Gabby Hanna, but uncanny. And I don't know if this is helpful at all. I just wanted to talk through my experience of this now being on my head, because I still will look in the mirror and I'm just like, that's mine. That is attached to me. And it still hasn't fully hit me that like I have achieved a lifelong dream. But it's truly showed me that like I am capable of more than what I'm letting myself believe. Even if it's just like having the balls to go blonde. So please don't let anything that you want to achieve scare you, because if you want to do it, you're meant to do it. But I'm gonna leave the I just realized that the only other time that I've worn this lipstick on my channel is when I did the About Me video. So I guess it's appropriate because it's another video about me. I'm gonna leave it at that. I just really hope that you find a little inspiration to chase those dreams, because you deserve it and you'll feel great after. So stay positive, my friends, and have a wonderful last day.